All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're Elden Ringing. And there is absolutely, and I mean this genuinely, zero sunlight today. You guys want to see here? Let me, if I turn off my stream lights here, I'm gonna turn to the camera and you'll see the kind of lighting that I'm working with here, because normally I do this combination of the stream lights and natural lighting from outside. And yes, hello, I'm here. Hi. Can you see me? Hello. This is my head, right? I'm here. This is how much light we have today. This is how much natural light we have. So it's just pure artificial lights today. There we go. I was like, autofocus, please. This is the kind of lighting we've got. It's just gonna be the most like obviously fake lighting of all time because there is no light from outside. It is like actual nighttime out. It's ridiculous how dark it is outside with all the rain, the storms. Anyway, on that note of there being no light today, let's get these on. Let's go. Because he's Alfred Hitchcock. Okay, am I the only one? I can't be, right? I can't be. But his forehead is still shiny? Well, yeah, there. My mouse was... The thing is, right? It's the stream lights that make my forehead shiny. I can actually, with the camera settings, reduce that a little bit. But yeah, it's the stream lights that make the forehead shine so much. And the natural light balances that normally. But when there is no natural light, it's just pure shine. Pure sheen off the forehead. Oh, I have to click back into the game for my controller to work. What flavor is this again? Cherry limeade. Very yum. Very good, actually. These new Zoa flavors. At first, I was a little disappointed that my local Costco had replaced the old variety pack of Zoa, which was like the fruit punch, orange, and like peach flavors, because I really liked the orange one and I thought the peach flavor was pretty all right. It wasn't my favorite thing, but I liked the peach flavor too. So I was a little disappointed when they got rid of them. But the new flavors that replaced those two, because the fruit punch is still in it, but they replaced the orange and the peach flavors with cherry limeade and grape flavors. And as disappointed as I was at first, I am very happy long term. This was an upgrade. If they brought back the old pack, like if they just had both samplers to choose from, I would be buying this one. Like every once in a while, maybe I would pick up the other one for old time's sake. But I would really... Oh my god, is that more thunder? Still storming out. Okay. So I have to trigger the big guy. No, I can't get up on that. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with it, aren't we? Precious item ahead. We fool all the noobs. We tell them that there's good items at the end of the waterfall. Oh, my message was appraised. Let's go. Oh shit, I forgot the rot trick. This is gonna be a scuffed first run of things here. Thank God you didn't clip through the wall. I've seen it happen. Don't put it past him. fuck. I don't know about this one, boys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It was a good first run. What a rotten place to fight. You liked the stream, right? Went about as expected. Yeah, fighting off the rot like that is not a good time. Like, at all. I need to just accept that the rot is gonna happen and do that little, like, rolling trick to only get the half rot. It's so weird that that's a thing. Why is there, like, or why are there words two different versions of the Scarlet Rot effect that do different amounts of damage? Why, Michael Zaki? Was this part of your vision? Scarlet Rot exploits? Once people figured out how to guarantee that you proc the weaker one? Boosh. Boosh. The rot? I don't know what rot you're talking. The only rot I have is like Metal Gear brain rot at this point. Wait, toxic is the same in Dark Souls? There's a second version of the effect that's weaker? Since when? I don't believe you. Oh, come on now. Just keep rolling like Limp Bizkit. Oh, dung pies give a weaker version. Okay. I was like, what do you mean there's two versions? I'm not a PvPer, so I wouldn't be familiar with the dung pie thing. That was risky. I didn't like that very much. Ow, fuck. My health. Shit. Shit. Did you not pick up Flame to cleanse me? I did not, because it's not on theme for the build, so I'm not using it. I'm not. There's 5 different rot statutes? Oh, no. Elden Ring, Scarlet Rot. You're lying. There's 5 different versions? Oh my god, there's 5 different versions. Holy shit. Hold on. What? I could dig through all of that, but it's a lot. I was reading it. It's a whole lot of technical stuff. Using a sword that shoots fire. The sword is placeholder, all right? The sword is placeholder. It's not the end game. Who even... Who even needs flame cleanse me when you just could have skill instead, as I clearly do. I obviously don't need to cleanse myself of the rot. I'm doing just fine with it, as you can see. Totally. Also has the glintstone thing. Yeah, Sonaf is just pure, like, something that's close enough for, like, the entire first half of the run. Because of how far in the actual, like, pure holy damage weapons are. Well, the good ones, at least. There is this one that we did pick up. But it's just... the damage difference is very notable. Dumb bitch. Ugh. Is absolute blasphemy. Hey, it's been nerfed so many times. That's the big one. God damn it. Elden Ring. Purge him. Don't like glintstones. Hey. Pretty sure fire itself is blasphemy. Is it? My Golden Order lore is not the greatest. If we were lore accurate at this point in the game, we would be using like this thing and the greatest incantation of all time. You see that 27 damage? Buddy never stood a chance. What could he ever possibly do? Oh, fuck. We're going mostly lore accurate. Until we can reasonably be fully lore accurate. As reasonably as we even can be at that point. Because by the time that we are lore accurate, everything in the game is going to be like, haha, holy damage tickles me. Like a feather. They just don't need warmth. Wait, that's actually... just having fire at all? I would have thought you meant like fire... like incantations were blasphemy, but just fire? Like to cook food? And for warmth? Okay, wait for it. There we go. This time for sure, chat. This time for sure. We're gonna abuse the sword. We doing gold mask? We're gonna do whatever the new DLC ending is. I was thinking, like at one point, I went in knowing that I was gonna do whatever the new ending was for DLC, right? And then at some point I started saying like, oh, we might do like the madness ending because I've never done it. But then I realized, like, wait, this was the DLC playthrough. Ow, fucker. Oh no, it's so Jover. Hold on, last ditch effort. 16 damage. Oh, I'm dumb. I already had the thing out. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't have... Oh. Is the DLC confirmed to add a new ending? That's a good question. People have been saying it for so long that I kind of just was like, yeah, of course. That's actually a good question. I don't know. Fire incants more likely. Yeah, I was gonna say. Just no fire at all. In any circumstance. It's pretty extreme. But it is the Golden Order. From what I understand, I think they are fairly hardcore. Bastard. I actually don't know if they've officially confirmed that there's a new ending. But we've been hearing that there might be for a super long time. If there is a new ending, I'm doing it. I'll say that. If not, we'll figure it out after the DLC. Stay back. That's the bad one, isn't it? Fuck. I can see again. Yeah, this is the bad one. Ow! Why do I have my shield back out? When did I do that? I'm dead. Maybe. Ooh, quite possibly. Not yet. We survived those. What the fuck? Oh no, he came back around? Oh my god! He came back around. Building a holy dabblage build in honor of our Lord and Savior Billy Mays. I haven't heard the name Billy Mays in a long time. And I genuinely, for a second there, confused him with Mike Lindell. Hold on, chat. You want to see something? Hold on. Check this shit out, right? Check this shit out. If there's one man who annoys the ever-living shit out of me, and only the Americans in chat are going to know what I'm even talking about, it's Mike Lindell. I cannot stand Mike Lindell. And recently, the MyPillow brand was doing like a massive sale where you could buy literally like any item they sell at $25 flat price. Doesn't matter what it is. So you know what one of my parents recently gifted to me? This is a pillow of Mike Lindell with an American flag. It's a MyPillow, dude. I hate this thing. Why do I have this now? I hate it so much. I hate that I have that. It's amazing. I haven't even taken it out of the like the casing, wrapping, whatever. I don't even know what I would call it. The packaging. I haven't even taken it out yet. Use it? It's awful. It's the worst. It's not like a proper MyPillow. It's like a throw pillow that is just the same brand. Who's Billy Mays? The Americans also are probably the only ones who know Billy Mays. Unless, maybe if you're chronically online enough and not from the US, then you would know him. But, oh fuck, wait. I thought I had my shield in my hand. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I had a shield in my hand. I hear they comfy though. I don't know. The only person I know who bought a MyPillow is my dad. And he said that it was actually one of the worst pillows he owned in years. He threw it out after like a few weeks because he just couldn't stand it. He replaced it. So that's like the only person that I personally know who ever bought one. I feel like My Pillow, I heard about it a lot like years ago, and then I stopped hearing about it like pretty much at all for a while. I'm from the US and I don't know either of those people. Man, you must not have watched enough TV. I feel like you can't turn on the TV and avoid, well, back in the day you couldn't avoid Billy Mays. But nowadays, like, you still can't avoid Mike Lindell. He did adverts. Yeah, they do infomercials. They're just two guys who are like really famous because they do so many infomercials. So, you know, those really long, like, you know, 1 or 2 minute like ads on TV that try to get you to buy some like relatively useful product, but not really all that great. Billy passed though. I think he did. I think he is dead. Right? Or did he just retire? Or I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't lived there since I was 12. I feel like Billy Mays was even on like, maybe he wasn't. But wait, there's more was his catchphrase. Yeah, now everyone knows but wait, there's more as being from Scary Movie. But no. From heart failure. What? I feel like I heard about this a long time ago and just totally forgot. 2009? Yeah, long time ago. Now Billy lays. You know what? That is actually... I normally hate puns, but that one, I gotta give you that one. He does. You're not wrong. I was 5 years old in 2009, no wonder. That might be why. Because I think they just stopped running his ads after he died. Like, I haven't seen him on TV ever. Billy Lays is dark and hilarious. I normally am very against puns, but that one, I'll let that one slide. That one was clever. I gotta give it to you. Fucking Billy Lays. Oh, come on. Chad, I have a crazy idea, right? While he's making his way over here, taking his sweet ass time. Oh, what the fuck? How do I keep mixing up my, I want to say talisman, but that's my seal and my shield. I don't know why I wanted to call it my talisman, but I really wanted to call it my talisman. Oh shit. Ooh. You know what would make this a lot better? Would be if I could start this fight without getting Scarlet Rot in the process. Oh shit. Oh no. This is bad. That's my shield again. What the fuck? How do I keep doing that? Oh. Come here, bitch. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha! Ooh, golden seed. What a terrible fucking boss. I only say I'm having like a dark side Phil moment where I'm like, that boss is garbage. Who made this? The game really has an atmosphere to it. Which one are you playing? Are you playing Shadow of Chernobyl? I love Stalker, like a lot. That game is some like prime Eurojank. It doesn't get much more Eurojank than Stalker. But the atmosphere is crazy. And once you figure out how things work, they are really fun games. But they can be really, like, oppressive to get into because they make no fucking sense. Like, at all. And the game doesn't do a good job of teaching you either. So it's kind of just, like, getting what little bits you can from the game trying to teach you how it works, along with just trial and error over time. You slowly figure things out. They're super fun, though. Is there no cure item? There is, but you have to craft them. And I don't know where the fuck the cookbook is, so we just brute force it. Because it'll take about as long to brute force it as it would for me to go out and, like, get the cookbook and then actually craft everything. Oh, that's bad. I might not have heal flasks, but you know what I do have? My uncanny ability for all things holy. Why do I feel like the heal incant in this game is such a meme? Like, why do I always feel stupid for using it? Uh-oh. What? Wow. Hold on, one more. It's so much FP for so little health in return. It really is not good. That's why I feel like it's a meme, because it's shit. Genuinely just a bad incant. Pain in the ass no matter where they are. The bugs, I kind of hate them too, to be honest. I don't take kindly to no goddamn bugs. Not around these parts. Am I missing anything? Does it heal other players though? I don't think it does. I think this is a single, like, it just heals you. There is one that heals other players as well, right? Like if you are using summons, you can heal other players, or what's it called? Seamless co-op mod. Holy shit, I have a lot of weapons. Wowza. I don't even know what I just picked up. Oh, it's this. It's all the way up top. Scorpion's Stinger. It's a Scarlet Rot strength dex? Sorry, what? Scarlet Rot strength dex? What? That's a strange combination. Ace Combat is looking suspiciously absent of any planes. Well, for a second I was like, is my stream event messed up? Scared me. Strength dex quality weapon? Yeah, just with rot. Okay. Interesting. Nothing bad ever happens from stepping into a coffin in a Souls game. Ever. Where does this coffin go? I actually don't know where we're going. Just a flat bonus. It looks like it. Excuse me? Where is this? Are we turning into a woman with this coffin? The gender bending coffin in Dark Souls 2 is still my favorite coffin in any Souls game. It's so funny. You get in, you come out, the opposite gender. It's just so silly. And I love that when we streamed Dark Souls 2, my character, like, I made a male character as I normally do, but then I played like the entire game as a woman because within the first like few hours I found that coffin and just popped out a woman, and I was like, well, this is me now. Nothing to be done about it, I guess. It's awesome. It's just so funny. Like, it doesn't even take you anywhere. It's literally just you get in, it flips your gender, and you pop out in the exact same spot. Like, that's the only thing that it does. Wah! Okay. I don't want to be here anymore. I can tank it with the shield. Ow. Maybe slow and steady does win the race. We'll get there eventually. Well, I don't think the shield's gonna tank all that. What is that hitbox? Okay. Okay. Sure. Somebody call an exterminator. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't think I've fought the actual Astal since like my first playthrough. I don't think I've done this in a very long time. Laser beam, because that's normal. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna slip right by you there. Slip right past ya. This seems bad. Yeah, this is probably bad, I think. Ow. Ow. Oh my god, I can't lock onto him. Oh, there's 4 ticks. Uh-oh. We're fine. Oh. Bitch. Oh, there's only 3 on that one. Oh, I don't like you. Ah! Oh, mama! I think I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. If he does that, there's a grab coming afterwards. After the teleport, there's a grab. Good to know. I thought I was totally free to just chug a flask. He seemed like he was gonna sit there for a second. I was very wrong. Watch out for the Gallic gun. Oh, fuck. I wasn't ready. Oh, there was a follow-up. I wasn't sure if he was doing it or not. Come here, you bitch. I'm gonna hit that eyeball right out of your skull. Bug mouth thing. Huh. So when he does like the multiple pulse, when he does this, I don't know how he did 4 the one time. Uh-oh. Because he has like an orb in each hand. So I guess that like each little pulse of it is one of the orbs popping. Fucking shit. Ah, no, please. Put me down. I just have to iframe that, I think. I'm just gonna have to learn. Ooh. Oh. This is new. Oh, that was the 4-pulse one. Okay. Okay, the telegraph is super clear now. I just didn't catch it the one time. I was ready. Uh-oh. Can we just be normal? Oh no. What is that hitbox? That is ridiculous that I'm getting hit by like the back of his arm. Shit. And I'm going up. I iframed it. Oh, it still comes back down. Please don't. Oh my god. Okay. Man, you do not take much damage from anything of mine. Uh-oh. Shit, I keep trying to iframe all of it. It's hard. That's right, dumb bitch. Whoever made that hitbox better have been fired. What are we doing? Get you some. Miyazaki himself, I want him gone. I want him gone. It is a cool boss. It's a fun boss. It's not the hardest. He's really slow. I wonder if that's why he has so much health, though. And so much, like, resistance and stuff. That's probably why, is because he's slow. This version of the boss is easier than the one you find in the random cave. I mean... the one in the random cave is... what's it? How do I word it? Less aggressive? Like, it has less attacks and stuff? But this one is just tanky. Sorry, the one in the cave is more aggressive. This one is less aggressive compared to the cave one. But this one has way more health. I need a ring of oath. Where is this on the map? Oh. Oh. I want a ring of oath now. Okay, hold on. Let me... I am checking to make sure that I didn't miss anything in the lake. Not that I got the grace. It looks like I did get everything that was like worth. Yeah, I would say so. I got that stupid ass cookbook that was like way off in the corner. Yeah, it's a pretty short area with just a couple really hard encounters. So, we're good. We got her done. Okay. Now, from here, I think that it's finally time for Altus Plateau. Praise the message. Seek clue. First off, seek victory. Why? Which one of these? Praise the no, none of these. None of these. They don't deserve it. Did you fight the Dragon King? Kin? Yeah, we killed the Dragon Kin. Didn't expect bug. Okay, didn't expect bug, maybe. Yeah, we did the Lake of Rot Dragonkin. Stupid ass encounter. I went to this one specifically so that we can all have this magical moment as if I didn't do this like way earlier in the game. We're just gonna act like this is the first time, okay? I've never been here before, so we're all on the same page. You think I'm gonna be over leveled for Altus because I went and did all the underground stuff now? Because I feel like I might be. I hope I'm not. I have a sneaking suspicion that I might be. You know, we're only level 99. I think it's fine. I think that's a totally normal level to be at this point in the game, to be honest with you. I don't see the problem. Surely everything here will be nice and dangerous, nice and scary. Oh, magical elevator. Bring us to the next area. The Altus Plateau. Oh, wait. I might do Dragon's Barrow after Altus. I don't know. I don't really know how to fit Dragon Barrow in. Dragon's Barrow? Dragon... Is it plural dragons or singular dragon? I feel like I never know. Also, equipment and upgrades. I'm also very upgraded. About as upgraded as someone who's cleared all the underground areas and is level 99 would be. What's the... Yeah, Sonaf is +7 right now. Definitely later. I feel like they're pretty close, right? I feel like they are. Like Dragon's Barrow probably... I don't know, I think we do Altus. Really don't know, to be honest with you. I should probably go and grab the maps first, right? I feel like that's typically how this goes. Let's just start with that. Hello, friend. Don't mind me. Just riding right by you on my horse. Said it before. I'll say it again. I think Torrent causes some problems in Elden Ring. Hello, friend. Thank you for welcoming me to the Altus Plateau. Oh my god. I forgot that you would be here. Oh shit. I thought he was gonna shoot it over my head. Okay, you have help. Ow, fucker. What are you doing? Your wings are so strong. What powerful wings you have. Oh, fuck. Oh. Goodbye, friend. Thank you for the wake-up call. The, hey, bitch, this is the Altus Plateau. Thank you for that. What the fuck? Just vanished. They're doing the Elden Ring thing. The whole I will see you later thing that particularly dragons like to do. Like to whoop yo ass until you start to actually hit them back and then they leave. Only to appear later and try to kill you again. Hold on, I've got 2 more golden seeds, like just recently. I should be able to get, yes. Okay, it's 4 for the next one as well. How many do I have? I think I might still have 1 after doing that. Or none. None it is. Okay. Good to know. Hold on, while I'm right here, and I'm also really close to a level, let's pop all my consumable runes before I continue on. I might just pump my health up to 50 and be done with it, at least for now. Because I was saying last Elden Ring stream that I think I'm gonna go to like 50 health, and then until I really get like damage scaling and stuff like that going on this build, I'm just not gonna bother going like all the way to 60. So I might try to pump my health up to 50 and just leave it. Like just have the health bar where it needs to be and not worry about it for a while. Might be the play. Or maybe like 45, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how 42 feels. Your HP is small. I think it's about average, actually. Thank you very much.
I've been waiting for you. I knew you had the stuff of champions. I hereby invite you to the Volcano Manor. Take my hand and have audience with my mistress.
Well, I wasn't going to, but then
Give me your hand.
you mentioned...
I will pray that you follow the same path as Lady Tanith.
Take me to your mistress. Me and my big flowy hair. What's wrong with you? What is wrong? Mickle, you can't be saying that, man. You just can't be.
Brave Tarnished. Welcome to the Volcano Manor.
Thank you.
I am Tanith, the proprietress of this house. Raya spoke well of you, a warrior of promise. I believe she said, perhaps you are prepared to make a commitment. Will you join us here at the Volcano Manor and resist the tide? Why accept the burden of their grace, or be fooled by the dogmatic ramblings of the fingers? Rise with us against the Erdtree.
Oh, my neck. Are there any consequences to joining? Where are my Elden gamers at? Like, if I accept her invitation right now, does that, like, immediately fuck things up elsewhere in the game? Or are we good to say yes and then just make decisions later? No? Good.
Interesting. Your decision is most welcome. Now you belong to the Volcano Manor family. The drawing room lies down the hall. Make yourself comfortable, but be sure to earn your keep.
Thank you. Nice meeting you, milady. But I actually had other priorities, so I will be back later. I just wanted to be sure that no consequences for becoming a terrorist hitman. And people call this an RPG. Oh. Even making that joke, I just felt a little small jolt of pain in my heart. I want to play Morrowind. Hey chat, can we play Morrowind? Can we? I'll mod it. I'll load up a shit ton of mods. You know how much I love Morrowind, chat? You want to know a skill that I have that I'm actually, like, a skill that I'm quite adept at, in fact? Manually modding Morrowind. No mod manager or installer or anything. I do that shit by hand. Because when I was a kid, I didn't know any better. I didn't know that mod managers were a thing that would help with that. So I just learned how to do it all manually. There are some benefits to doing it manually, of course. Like, there's a little more freedom. See a psych ward? I just didn't know when I was that young that mod managers were a thing, so I just learned how to do it myself. And now it's like, well, yeah, you get a little more freedom doing it manually than you do like with a launcher or something, so I've just continued to do that.
Ah, look who we have here. How delightful.
Your hand is clipping through your belt, or rope? Rope.
Round table hold. I've been doing some learning of my own since then, actually, and will happily pass it along to you.
Oh, you will. Ooh, great heal? Chat. Chat. It's just a flat upgrade to the greatest incantation in the game. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Only 9K? Costs more FP, but it's a great heal. That's what I'm saying. Like, right now I have a heal, but I could have a great heal instead. I'm buying it. It's still it's like an actual holy incant, and I have none, so I'm desperate at this point.
I'm yet to find the noble gold mask. I suppose he'll be closer to the Erdtree. The path ahead might be perilous, but tread it I shall. Since departing the Round Table Hold, I've come to understand, in my solitude, how little it is I truly know. I'm yet to find the noble.
Oh, that's all he's got.
Path ahead. Since departing the how little it is.
Okay. I mean, I could just start here, I guess. Do I have to get the Volcano Manor map? Like the Mount Gelmir map? Why is this considered Mount... Okay, I guess because, like, the main path, in quotes, is the lift. That's probably why. I'm gonna go grab the other map first, and then I might go grab the Volcano Manor one still. Just to have all of this mapped out would be nice. Also, play Daggerfall instead? Hell no. Daggerfall, I will do a proper full run through of someday. Maybe. The thing about Daggerfall is it always sounds like such a fun time. But then the reality of actually playing Daggerfall is pretty different. It's fun for a little bit. But then it just does all the Daggerfall things. Enough said. Like, if you know anything about the game, you know. I know there are plenty of people who are like, it's the best Elder Scrolls game once you're into it, and I can't agree. I've never been able to get a full playthrough done of it. I've tried a few times, and I've just never been able to. The game always Daggerfalls me in some way or another. It finds a way to push me out of playing through. Okay. Sure, we'll do this if you want. What? That's crazy. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Fuck! Oh my god! I remember when the dagger fell, one of the greatest moments in gaming history. I added history, apparently. No, Daggerfall, it does what it does best. Every time I try to actually play it, like, I'm always like, this is the time that I'm gonna get through Daggerfall, and it never is. It's like System Shock 1 was like that for me for a long time, where I was just like, I'm gonna get through it. This time, for sure. Took me like a whole 7 runs to actually get through it. Run. We run. I just like vanilla experience. I do too. But once you've played through it, like a solid amount of times, you need that spice in your life. Chloe, god damn it. Never escaping the Chloe allegations. Also, I might have to mess with the lighting in a second because the sun is coming out from the clouds. Here, memorize spell. Oops. I just wanted to see the, there we are, great heal. Yeah, every time I try to play through Daggerfall, I get so far, and then it's like, you know, for the 3rd time in the playthrough, I have to just reset the dungeon and try it again because the item that I need from it spawned, like, through the map, and I can't pick it up. Or I caught this disease, like, 5 saves ago, and I've overwritten all of my saves from before that. So now I literally just have, like, this incurable terminal disease, and I just flat out have to reset my whole game to be able to get past it. Daggerfall always sounds more glamorous than it is. At this point, I've just learned, and I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm getting into. It doesn't feel like System Shock did to me when I was trying to, like, play through that, where every time I went back to the OG System Shock, oh my god. I like, you know, it was a little easier to play each time. I had a little more experience. but Daggerfall just feels like the same shit happens every time. Oblivion was the worst. Man, Oblivion's got nothing on Daggerfall. Like, when I mean quite literally, you get into situations where the game doesn't tell you that you have a disease, and you'll have it for like multiple hours of gameplay before it just randomly kills you. And by the time that it actually kills you and like makes itself known, you've more than likely lost the save from before you even picked it up. And granted, you don't know when you picked it up without any mods installed to tell you that you picked it up. You just don't know. So you just quite literally lose your entire save to this disease that you picked up like 5 hours ago and the game never told you. It doesn't get even. I feel like Morrowind, maybe I just haven't replayed Oblivion in a while. I feel like Morrowind diseases were also just way more brutal, but I could just be forgetting because I've said it before and I know that this is like gamer heresy, but of the Elder Scrolls games that I've actually completed, those being Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, Oblivion is my least favorite. Fantasy AIDS is no joke. It's serious. Doing side quests to suddenly get vampirism when you don't remember catching it. Yeah, the worst, dude, getting, what's it called? What's like the main disease in Morrowind? Someone help me out here. It's, why can I not think of it? What's like that? Shit. Instantly knew you were talking about a Bethesda game. It's Daggerfall. It's that Bethesda game. Man, what is it called? I can't remember. But it like takes away, it literally just starts to decrement your attributes over time. So what will happen if you catch it while out in the wild and doing quests and stuff, especially if you're like in the inner areas of Morrowind, like of the island where all the disease actually is, and there's like no towns or cities or camps or anything because it's so disease ridden. You'll get one that like starts chipping away at your strength the longer that it goes uncured. So you just have to turn a 180 and start like your hour-long trek back to civilization. Corpus, thank you. Corpus. Fuck Corpus. But because it gets progressively worse the longer that you have it, and strength is a stat that in Morrowind determines how much you can carry, guess what happens? Within like 10 minutes, you're overburdened because your strength has fallen enough that you can't carry all the items in your inventory anymore. So then you start walking at like literal snail pace, and your options are genuinely just trek through that like now 3-hour adventure back to civilization, or start dropping precious items that you're never gonna get back. You can't even hope to. Fuck Corpus. Sincerely. And that's just like, that is the one Morrowind disease. Oh God. That I distinctly remembered. And it's because of the strength thing. God help you if you ever catch it and it starts chipping away at your strength attribute. It's over. At least Morrowind does tell you that you caught a disease though. And I think the potions to cure it are super expensive too, going off of memory. People usually get brain rot when they play that ass game, Terrible Disease. Morrowind was much more interested, like that was still the era of Elder Scrolls where it was more like sim heavy in a way, where it was kind of like, yeah, you're like living out a whole life in this world, right? And I feel like Morrowind was the last Elder Scrolls game that really felt like that. Like Oblivion and Skyrim just don't have that same feel to them. I mean, they do, but in like a very superficial, like surface level kind of way. But yeah, Morrowind was like, yeah, there's this deadly disease out there. If you ever leave town, you're running the risk of catching it. And if you ever get it, hope to God you can spend like 1,000 gold for a potion to cure it. Because if not... Oh, and in Morrowind, people also won't talk to you if you're sick because they don't want to catch it. So like literally you'll go up to anyone when you're back in town and be like, please, where's the doctor? Where's the potion seller? Help. And they're all just like, ew, get away from me. Fuck off. I don't want that. You look sick. It's brutal in a way that's endearing, but Jesus Christ, that game. I feel like if I didn't grow up playing Morrowind, I just would not have gotten into it the way that I have in my life. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Favorite Ace Combat boss fight? Oh. It's kind of hard, actually. I gotta think. I might say Suleimani for the memes. Not entire, like I did actually like the Suleimani boss. When I say for the memes, it's because some people told me and were like sending me screenshots of the Ace Combat Discord server like losing their shit over me saying that I liked that boss. Because I had no idea that he was considered to be like super unfair and everyone hated him. I thought he felt totally fair and I loved the fight. And the Ace Combat Discord was losing it over me talking about it in the video and saying that I liked it. Oh God, leave me alone. I tell you to fuck off too. That's the thing. Is like, it's like I said, that was the era of Elder Scrolls where they were still more like, yeah, you're gonna live out like this kind of dark fantasy sim in a way. Oh, fuck. So you could get yourself in really bad spots because the game just wasn't gonna hold your hand through it. Like Daggerfall was too much for me. Too little like saving graces and hand holding. But Morrowind, as punishing as it is, still has like a charm to it where I enjoy it. Oh my God, Cole, don't fuck this up. Oh shit. Okay. Easy clap, am I right, boys? So easy. So easy. Like it's nothing. Didn't even break a sweat. Clearly. Jesus Christ. ACX final boss? Oh, the Fenrir. I had to think. I couldn't remember what it was for a second. Did the Zoe give you trouble? Not really, no. There were a few boss fights in Ace Combat that like really gave me a hard time. The Zoe was not one of them. At least not from memory. Is this what they call a clutch moment? No, that's what we call, I barely scraped by. We call that noob luck. It was a little scary. Hello, Patches. I'm not here for you. Sorry. Be back momentarily. I'm here for the map. And I guess for a good fight. But mostly for the map. And could we, Maybe this will do it. Oh wait, that's the wrong incant. I'm stupid. I was trying to T-pose him down, but I don't think that would have worked either. There we go. That's the guy I was trying to target. Ugh. On the final mission. I don't remember the Zoe being too bad in Cross Rumble. And it's not an Ace Combat stream, so I think I'm safe from people losing their shit over me saying Zoe instead of ZOE. Oh god. Oh! It shoots backwards. Come here. There we go. All right, give me my map. I've earned it, clearly. Oh wait. Is it above me? No. Is it below? It is below. Okay, okay. It's been a while, but I got it. Oh, what the fuck? That was... All right, sweet. Not what I was trying to do, but I'll take it. The prototype version of the AI in 7, kind of obvious. But also means the AI in 7 had Phoenix's flight data. What I always thought was interesting... Well, I guess mostly, to be fair, this wouldn't have really stood out to me all that much if it weren't for like doing the YouTube series and like comments. But way back when I did like the Ace Combat 2 video, people in the comments were like, oh, by the way, take note of like the ZOE fighters. They're very important down the line. But then they don't really ever call that much attention to them outside of like Cross Rumble. Like they are connected loosely to 7, but really that's it. Like they're only ever really like important in the remake of 2. And even then, like they don't really explain anything about them. They just kind of like put a little more of a narrative focus on the fact that they're there. Maybe in the next game? Maybe? One can dream. Boosh. I'm not even gonna say it. Never mind. Never mind. That would have been crazy of me. All right, I got my map. We're out. What does Madness do? Madness just like, I mean, it stuns you for a really long time, like while the effect procs. But other than that, it just takes away some of your FP and your health. It's not the scariest status in the game. It's a little spooky, but it's nothing like too insane. Start off with the nice Everjail. Oh, that was a church. That was a church on the map as well. Forget that Altus has, I think, 2 churches, right? We should be able to get flat. Really? Is that right? I think it is right. Will I be able to get up to +10 flasks here in Altus? It almost feels too early to get up to +10. Considering that we're like, you know, at roughly the halfway point of the game. Although I guess maybe we're past halfway because I did all the underground areas already. it's kind of weird to try to judge the halfway point of Elden Ring. Just because you can do most of the areas out of order. Like, I would say the average playthrough, Leyndell is like the halfway point. But for the way that I've split up the progression here, like, I would say that we're already past the halfway point. That's nice. Glad I can do that. Hello. How many runes is it for a level right now? 62,000? Are you kidding me? That's so expensive. It's so expensive. What? Hype for MGS3 remake? I'm like, hype is not the word I would use. I'm like looking forward to it. Because really, like, I mean, especially now that we've seen more of the game, it's like, yeah, this is exactly Metal Gear Solid 3 with better graphics. And I guess now we know better controls as well. But like, if you watch the overview that they did, or that they, I guess rather, had David Hayter do, that they put out recently, he talks about like the game has been recreated literally like shot for shot. Meaning in cinematics and even like as you play the levels, like everything is gonna play the exact same. Down to the placement of the camera angles if you play with the classic camera, which is an option, which is actually pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. I do like that they're gonna have the classic, fuck off, the classic camera. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Why did one of them have such a small health bar and this one has a much larger health bar? Thoughts on Raiden as a character? I like Raiden a lot. I feel like the main reason that a lot of people dislike Raiden, at least from what I've seen, like in the comments section, just from what people have like said, it seems to mostly be from the fact that like they pulled the old switcheroo and like marketed Metal Gear Solid 2 as being another Snake game. And then just, you know, like 2 hours into the 12-hour game, it's like, oh no, you're actually gonna play as Raiden for the rest of it. No more Snake. And at the time, that pissed a lot of people off. But going in knowing that Raiden existed beforehand, because how could you not know nowadays that Raiden is a Metal Gear Solid character? I liked him a lot. Even in 2, where a lot of people, I mean, some people do say that he's like whiny in 2, which I never really got that vibe from him there. But like even in that game, I enjoyed Raiden. Because it seems like even for people who mostly like Raiden, there's a lot of people who like him in MGS4, but don't like him in MGS2. I was gonna say and Rising. There are people who like him in 4 and Rising and dislike him in 2, but there's a lot of people who also hate him in Rising. Oh! This is the Godefroy one. Ow. Ow. Best ever jail in the game, in my opinion. Oh. Uh-oh. Bah, bah. Come here. Bop. The talisman he drops is pretty good. What does he drop, actually? Ow. I shouldn't have rolled into you. Oh, that one. I was gonna say second one hits. Oh. You bitch! You bitch! That timing ain't it. Bop, bop. Ow. Ow. Oh my god. Ow. Fuck. What? I choked, man. I choked so hard. Ah, for fuck's sake. He drops icon? What icon? Didn't the Phantom Pain have a morality system? I haven't played Phantom Pain yet, so I don't know. When 5 flasks left, but skill issue. I can't believe that I got stun locked into the last couple hits and then I just fucked the roll. Like the last hit I could have dodged, but I actually just choked out of panic. It's painful. Oh my god, your attack timing. Oh, that one's on me. Oh, fuck. Ow. There. Oh, Godfrey icon. I don't even remember what it does. I know the name, so I know that it's a good one. Any talisman that I can remember the name of from previous runs, I'm like, yeah, that's a good talisman. Turtle. What's it? Erdtree's Blessing. Winged Sword Insignia. I jumped into the axe. Are you shitting me? This time, dumb bitch. I love tanking through that little spin up so much. That is very satisfying. Does drop Godfrey icon. And only 26,000 runes. I guess it's just Godric, to be fair. I was like, come on, 26k? But it's Godric. What do you do again? Maybe later? Wait, would this, hold on. Hold on. 870. $870. That is not considered charge. Yeah, that's after I said it, I was like, well, yeah. Oh, that felt good. I don't know if you could hear it. That felt real good. Do I need more health? Oh no. Mickle keeps saying that I need more health. I don't know if I believe him. I'll go with it. I might go to like 45 and then maybe I go all the way to 50, but probably like 45. And then I'll start trying to spread the love a little bit. Man, there's a bunch of stuff that's just like immediately apparent when looking at the map. Is there anything in the Lux Ruins, actually? I should look there. Alexander Shard. Well, I mean, it's one of the best because it's literally, like, there are so few builds that it's not good on. Like, nearly every build in the game is using ashes, right? It's just one of those talismans that's like, regardless of what you're playing, you can get so much use out of Alexander Shard, Jar Shard, whatever it's called. I can't remember the exact name. I'm actually surprised that I didn't think of that one. I feel like I've used that on so many of my builds. I guess there isn't, unless the ruins. Oh, the ruins do like spread all the way up there. Hold on. If I could get up there, there's probably something tucked up there. I don't think this way will get me up there. I feel like I've taken the wrong turn. Living Jar Shard and Alexander Shard. Okay. That's where I was getting Jar Shard from. There is one called Jar Shard, but it's the weaker version. Or is that just... That has to be part of this ruin, but it feels totally disconnected. Oh, I can't make that jump. That is a terrifying gap. Only get Alexander Shard by completing his quest. Man, could I kill him for it? Weaker one is if you kill him like a bitch, I was gonna say. I think there's another way I could get it. I could think of a way to get the Jar or Alexander Shard. Sorry, they're different. Hello, Ryan. Time to follow the glow stick tree like a moth? No. We have so much else to be doing here. Favorite Star Wars movie? If anyone, I stand by this. If anyone answers that question with any answer that is not Empire Strikes Back, they're either lying to you or they're just wrong. That is all I will say. I feel like it is just so universally like, yep, that's the good one. Because to be honest, I know that this is a bit of a spicy take, but I feel like as time goes on, this becomes a less spicy take. Like more people are kind of coming around on this nowadays. Most of the Star Wars movies aren't that good. Like, of the... I mean, let's just take, like, the main 9. Like, just on their own, right? Like, Phantom Menace? No. Attack of the Clones? Absolutely not. Trying to think. What's the third? Oh, yeah, Revenge of the Sith. Pretty good. That's a good one. That's a good one. A New Hope is good. Empire is great. Jedi is good, but it's so like the second act of Jedi drags so hard. Like the opening of Return of the Jedi is really good, like peak Star Wars. The second act is boring as fuck, and then like the last hour is like peak Star Wars again. So it's kind of a mixed bag. But it's like, you know, peak Star Wars and peak Star Wars with this little like, you know, stretch of just being super boring in the middle. You give and take with Return of the Jedi. Force Awakens is good. Like, not... I feel like Force Awakens is the most... Like... It doesn't really do much of anything, but it's also just, like, the least offensive movie ever. Like, it's kind of there. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just, yeah, that's fine. Last Jedi is... No. Rise of Skywalker is... Who the fuck wrote this? Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker, that's what it's called. It's just like, who wrote this? And then who approved it after it was written? Kind of like the secondary story ones. I like Rogue One. I don't like Solo. I'm not a fan of the Solo movie. And it's not like, you know, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, well, Solo is bad because it doesn't have Harrison Ford. Like, no, I thought the actor was actually solid. Like, he was fairly well cast. It's just the movie was not very good. Like, I just was bored. There is something here. I'm glad I looked so much. Rogue One was good. I like Rogue One. I'm surprised there's no prequel defenders in chat after I said, like, absolutely not to Attack of the Clones. Whenever I start talking shit, also, what the fuck is that boss? Whenever I start talking shit about like Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, which I often do, there is always someone who's like, no, dude, those movies are just misunderstood. They're masterpieces. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Raises attack power when HP is at maximum? No. Phantom is okay. Phantom is like... Phantom is kind of like Force Awakens a little bit, where it's just super inoffensive. Except I would say that Phantom Menace is offensively mind-numbingly boring. Like, nothing happens in that movie until the very end. And Duel of the Fates is cool, but that's like it. Genuinely. That's it. It's just the most like, I don't want to be watching this kind of movie. Like, I would rather be doing anything else right now. It's just so boring. Like, I actively have a better time watching Rise of Skywalker than The Phantom Menace, because at least I'm sitting there going, this is ridiculous. How did they ever approve this? This is so, like, how did this get to production? It's better than me just sitting there like, oh, when is it over? When is it over? What about the Ewoks movies? I haven't watched the Ewok. They're like made for TV movies, right? The Ewok ones. I've heard about them, but I've never watched them. House of the Dragon. I still have not watched House of the Dragon. I need to, actually. I need to get on that. Because I keep hearing that it's good. And I mean, I've talked about it before. I loved Game of Thrones. But, the last couple seasons soured it for me. Everyone always talks about, like, the last season. And and how bad that was with Game of Thrones. You know what no one talks about? Is that the second to last season, there were 8 seasons, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. The second to last season was also not very good. Like, I feel like I'm somewhat in the minority on this. Although I feel like I've brought this up before on stream, and some people have been like, no, you're right. It's just nowhere near as bad as the last season, which is true. Which is true. There weren't 8 seasons, were there? Like, I say that, but then that feels like it's wrong. Were there 8 seasons of Game of Thrones? I haven't watched Game of Thrones since it ended. So that was what, like 5 years ago at this point? There are 8 seasons. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it ended in 2019. May of 2019 it ended, so it has been 5 years. Christ, it's been 5 years since Game of Thrones ended. And also, funny... Yeah, the first 6 were good. 7, like, started to go downhill, but it wasn't, like, awful yet. And then 8 was, like, really bad. Like, that was when it was actually bad. 7 was not the worst thing I've ever seen, but we were moving in the wrong direction with 7, and then it got real bad. We went fully in that direction with 8. Bitch. Crazy how hard it fell off. It is, because it was so good for 6 seasons, and then it dropped the ball so hard. And I was just about to say, funny game for us to be talking Game of Thrones and how hard the fall off was at the end. Because you guys, I mean, I'm sure a lot of big fans know why the show fell so hard at the end. But if you don't know why the show fell so hard at the end, it's that, our friend Georgie wasn't actually writing the end of the story because he was preoccupied writing this other little project that you may have heard of before. And so the show writers decided that they would finish off the story in their own way while he was doing whatever else he was doing with like big trees and like every noteworthy character in the game sharing a syllable from his, or sorry, a syllable, sharing one of the initials from his name. You know, everyone's named with like a G or an M or an R for some reason, or, you know, something like that. Something about fingers, if I remember right. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I think there were like aliens from the sky with gravity power as well. It seems too ridiculous for me. When the production overtook the source material, yeah. It is funny to be the guy sitting here streaming Elden Ring with nearly 300 hours played of Elden Ring and just randomly come onto the topic of like, oh yeah, Game of Thrones fell off because of Elden Ring. And a crazy Japanese guy as a director. Yeah, I heard he's like a bit of a sadist or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Something about like swamps, poison swamps, I think it was. Hold on, that's the other church. But I have to go, it's worth it. It's worth it. I'll go around for it. Just getting like the churches and stuff done. Seriously thinking about starting 9 Souls. A friend of mine has been playing 9 Souls and he really likes it. Like a lot. Right, making the story of a game instead of writing Game of Thrones. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I don't really know if a lot of like the the Game of Thrones like audience, like the general audience who's not like super into it. I don't know how many of them really are aware that that's the case. Like, sure, I know, and a lot of people in chat know, but like, we're fucking nerds. Like, Game of Thrones was one of the biggest TV shows of all time, so I bet you that like most Game of Thrones fans don't really know even like what was happening behind the scenes with it. They probably just think like, yeah, it just falls off super hard. Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have fought this guy. That's crazy as well. I remember someone asking about the plot of Warcraft 3. I told him it all started with aliens. 15 years later, I'm assuming it came true in WoW. Cooking up Moog lore to care about Game of Thrones. It's true. Cool possibilities, awful payoffs. Well, yeah, with the show. 'Cause, man, for people who didn't watch Game of Thrones, season 8, and I'm not like exaggerating or anything, it just like completely... It pretty much just did away with like everything that the show had been building up to over the course of its like first 7 seasons. Like everything just kind of got thrown out the window and like kind of abruptly ended. It didn't even feel like it should have ended at that point, to be honest. It really does feel like everything just kind of gets like rushed and like thrown out so that they can like conveniently end it right where they did. It's bad. It's real bad. Was still banking from Game of Thrones and double dipping with Elden Ring. Oh yeah, the dude is surely wealthy as fuck, right? Like one of the largest TV shows of all time. Now one of the largest video games of all time in terms of like sales and stuff. Dude is absolutely just swimming in it. Dude, they killed everyone's character so hard. Like, some worse than others, but like they killed everyone's character so hard. No character came out of season 8 untouched. None of them. Oh man, there's another seed up here too. Jesus Christ. Oh, I never used my sacred tear. Wait, there's 2 more seeds. What the fuck? God damn. I think I need 4 or 5 seeds. I'm talking about incest. Why? I don't know why that's a trend, like, in both of his massive stories. You know who I was talking about the other day with someone? We got on the topic of like stuff that's just like super overrated. And I brought up who I believe could be one of the most overrated authors of all time. That being Stephen King, if you ask me. I don't get it. I don't get it. He's got a couple things that I'm like, yeah, I like this. Like The Shining. I like The Shining. The Shining is good. You know what I don't like? Cujo. What's it called? Christine? Is Christine the one with the car? Bro, stop. No, I'm serious. Children of the Corn? Pet Cemetery? No. I don't like any of those. I've seen all of them. I don't like them. Fuck you, Stephen the King is the GOAT. No. No. The books are way better than the films. I have not read most of his books, to be fair. I think stuff like Cujo and Christine is probably like, there's no way that the books could convince me that those are good. Like foundationally, just even the idea of them is so like, what? If you haven't read it, I've read some. I read The Shining. I think the book is about the same as the movie, but The Shining is just a great film. So like that kind of, you know, that one is probably a little different. And I read It. I read It as well. It is one where like the movies are not good, but the book is all right. I don't think it's amazing. It was fine. It was good. This is my turn. It's because I can't. Rest of y'all are on thin ice. I'm serious. It is great. It is fine. Because, like, I guess the thing is, it probably is a really good book. Because I am so incredibly picky about books. You know, the whole joke of, like, I can't read? It comes from the fact that I just can't enjoy reading. Like, the vast majority of the time. I am so, like, my brain turns to mush within minutes. I get little to no enjoyment out of reading normally. So if I do like a book, that normally means that it's going to be a pretty good book. So the fact that I say it is fine, it's probably pretty good. For me, it was like, yeah, this is good. It's not like amazing, but it's good. Made it through 1,000 pages of it. That's the thing. I audiobooked it too long to like actually physically read. I audiobook most of my reading so that I can have it on while I'm working and stuff like that. Because if I actually were just reading, I would not have made it through it. There's no way in hell. The Shining I actually read because I had to do it for school in, I don't remember what year. So you half paid attention? Yeah, if I fully paid attention, I would not have made it through. Weirdly with books, I just don't like them. Undiagnosed ADD. It is diagnosed ADHD. Although, isn't there like a thing now where they're not really diagnosing with ADHD anymore? I think they're just like folding it under the umbrella of ADD and they're gonna not be diagnosing ADHD anymore. Or is it the other way around? I don't remember. I heard something like that. It's one of those or the other. One of them's getting just folded into like being an umbrella thing. To read books lately? Yeah, I audiobook it for like something that I can, like my brain can kind of focus on that while I'm doing like really tedious, like busy work stuff. Like when I'm sitting there and just spending hours on hours, like going through editing for my videos and like finding the clip of everything that I'm talking about out of like my hours of footage. When I'm doing that, I have like an audiobook on so that my brain can focus on something else and not be focused on how fucking mind-numbing what I'm actually doing is. That's where the audiobooks come in. So something like it, you know, it was long. I got a lot of value out of it for that. I should try. It's Christine, right? The car one. I don't know if anyone ever was like, yeah, that is the car one. I might have just missed it. Just to confirm. I'm kind of curious. There's no way that the book like changes my mind. And I'm suddenly like, oh yeah, this killer car story is great. Okay. I got the other seed. There's these couple... Is that Mount Gelmir? Or no, that's like the bottom part of Altus. It's on the border, but I don't think it's up in Mount Gelmir. I could be wrong. Christine is mid, but Carrie is good. You aren't wrong. What? Me? Or the... What is Hop on Pop? Or the Grinch? Hey, the Grinch is goated. That's one of the best books of all time. Shut your mouth. You know that's one of the greatest pieces of fiction ever written by man. What was I talking about? Yeah, I'm a similar way about movies and TV as well, where I'm real picky because if it's not really good, I'm gonna really struggle to sit through it. I get bored real easy with movies and TV too. So I end up being super picky. Bonk. Okay. That's fine. Second only to the Hungry Hungry Caterpillar. Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Even then, neither of them are as compelling as the all-time classic Green Eggs and Ham, right? I think we could all agree. The all-time GOAT, Green Eggs and Ham. Never been outdone, not once. I'm hoping that there's keys on sale here. I'm really hoping, actually. I don't want to have to go and find them. I've got bell bearings. That should help, at least, right? Bell bearing shop? Oh, shit. This won't work on Sonaf, will it? That's unfortunate. You guys have keys? No. Shit. I need another key. Surely if I just go and do other little side dungeons around, I just have to remember that I haven't done Old Altus. Just got to keep it in mind. Like, there's another tunnel there. I could try to go do that. What makes a good book? Is it the story or how the story is told? Both. I mean, as with any piece of fiction, right? It's like the quality of the narrative, the characters, the themes, etc., and just how it's presented. Both of them alongside each other. Emphasis on characters as well, because there's a lot of stuff out there that's like, this is really not that good. But like, the characters are compelling and likable enough that it seems way better than it is. Like Marvel. Like Marvel. Hello, cave that doesn't require keys. Go find some merchants. How about you go find some grass, Mikkel? Hidden path ahead. Try rolling. Dung. I forget that you can just roll through illusory walls. I always feel like you have to hit them. Bitch. Old rune 5. Give me. Uh-oh. This is fine. There. Nice. Touch our lawn. I bet you won't. Do you know what would happen if you did, Mikkel? You would develop like necrosis in your hands if you did that. I am the one who touches grass. Hold on. I've got enough for a level, and with how long it takes me to scrounge up the runes right now, I'm not risking the 65k in my pocket. I'm just not. Dumping into health real quick, and then I'll actually run the dungeon. Since we were right there. Hoorah! Come here, bitch. Oh, I do have a flask upgrade, you're right. I forgot about the sacred tier. Why is it so easy to forget when you have flask upgrades? Does AstroTurf count? No. No, it does not. Flask upgrade, good. I think you guys are just all crazy. Telling me that my flasks weren't upgraded enough for Lake of Rot. I had like +8 flasks in Lake of Rot, and people were like, your flasks are way underpowered for here. Way too weak for here. Hoo-yah. Ow. Take this. Shows you, what is it? What is like the, what's it? The queue that you have the upgrade. That lake is only half as rotten as his zoomer brain. Mikkel, how old are you? Again, by the way. You're getting two-shot by everything? Well, they were +7. And then I went to see if I had missed any, because I thought that I had every flask upgrade, and it turned out I had missed one. So I grabbed it, and then Mikkel was still like, no, your flasks are way too weak, dog. This is crazy. I don't see how that's relevant. Remind me, Mikkel, your age, please. Uh-oh. Well. That is not good. Time for stomach? For stomach? What? Where do I go? I guess I could have just taken the ladder down, eh? Stupid bitch. Oh, hello. Glowy eyes. What did I tell you, Mickle? Oh, just go find a merchant. Oh, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I know what I'm doing. Clearly. Uh-oh. See? Ah, shit! Look away. Look away. Okay, bad timing. Hey, we're going again. Hoped you'd miss it. No, of course we found it. Of course we found it. You thought I wouldn't? Come on now. Rune Arc. What the fuck? Who's putting notes on here? I swear to God. Trifingers. Body parts? Yeah. How do you put the emote with it? How do I add an emote again? Chat, help. How do I add an emote to this? I forget every time. Oh wait, toggle format. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Maybe the emote. I don't know if the emote's gonna work right. Did it just... Oh no, it's on the thing. Well, roughly. One, that was it. Other one. It doesn't work. It's not lined up right, and I'm not about to sit here and do it. We'll just leave it without the emote. Body parts. Oh. Fuck's sake. Good enough. Oh, shit. We need to reset. We need to reset. We need to reset. We need the big bitch to break it. I didn't see that before. The Elden Ring hard mode mod? No. The only mod that I've really played a lot with is Convergence. Because it's the best mod. I'm actually really excited for Convergence. I think it'll be broken for a little bit because of the DLC. I just don't think it's gonna work properly for a bit. But once they get like an update out to make it compatible with the DLC, that's gonna be so good. It's gonna be such a good time, man. Like, Convergence is one of those mods that makes it hard to go back and play vanilla when you know what you could be playing instead. You know what I mean? Like, this playthrough is vanilla because of DLC launch. Like, it just had to be. And even then, like, Convergence, you can get some pretty crazy shit going on in Convergence and get a little more powerful than intended. So I wouldn't want that to be my first DLC experience, even if it did work right out the gate. But, like, I don't really ever play vanilla Elden Ring anymore. It's one of those mods, especially with just all the quality of life stuff, man. Oh my God. All the quality of life improvements in Convergence are so good. like not needing to press Y on everything to pick it up, like the auto pickup is just, yeah, it's amazing. Why do we need a button to pick things up when there's no consequence to picking things up? Why not just pick up everything? It just makes sense. You get so used to not needing to press the button that once you go back to vanilla, it's like, oh my God, I'm spamming the Y button everywhere I go, dude. This sucks. You just run into an item and boom, it's in your inventory. It's the greatest thing ever. Especially like out in the wild with crafting items and stuff. Because even though I never craft, I have like a compulsion to pick up every crafting item I run over, you know? I can't not pick up everything. It feels wrong. So just being able to like run through a bush and grab the item, life-changing. Uh-oh. All right, big bitch, come on. Come on, don't get stuck on the ladder. And this is bad. This is real bad. Well, she didn't break it. Oh wait, she did break it. Never mind, we're good. Smithing stone 6. Worth it. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Where do we go from here? Link, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Why do I feel over leveled? Chat. Anyone know? Am I supposed to jump over the... What's it called? The tree stuff in that one room? Am I dumb? Is that why this ladder is here? Because this isn't the main route? Uh-oh. Okay, we tank those. Gargoyle Twins and NG3. How is, like, the... I tried a little New Game Plus in Elden Ring, and I thought it was real boring. But, like, I only tried just NG Plus. I didn't do, like, +2, +3, etc. How does it, like, progressively scale? Is it actually good? Like, past NG +1? I also think I just immediately was like, I'm good. Mostly because of, like, I'm spoiled by Demon Souls. Because Demon Souls NG Plus does not fuck around at all. You are gonna get your shit run in Demon Souls NG Plus. The scaling, even on NG +1, is crazy. In like the early game areas, you're gonna be getting your ass handed to you. +7 is tough. You get one shot by most bosses at max HP. Oh my god. 1 and 2 are pretty easy, and then it backhands you. Okay. So if I ever wanted to just like speedrun the first couple loops, like just get through the main game as fast as possible and then actually go around and do everything, would probably be the move. Dark Souls 1 had really good NG Plus too. Not as good as Demon Souls. I still think Demon Souls, from what I've played, has the best NG Plus, to be honest. Although I've heard that Dark Souls 2 NG Plus is actually amazing, but I never even touched it. So I don't know. But apparently, like, a lot of people say that Dark Souls 2 has the best NG plus and that it's just stuck in the worst game. And it's like apparently really unfortunate that the NG plus experience is that good in DS2. DS2 is overhated. I agree. I don't love Dark Souls 2, but I think it gets way more shit than it deserves. Oh god. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Starting a bow only run. Man, I've wanted to do like an archery only run of the Souls games for so long. Someday I'm going to. I'm gonna do an archer run. And I mean like of the Souls games, genuinely. Like I want to start back at the beginning. I guess we couldn't do Sekiro, right? Or Bloodborne. Not that that's a worry right now. Cowards won't put it on PC. But like we could do the Souls games plus Elden Ring. Like everything that actually has Souls in the name plus Elden Ring. We could do bow runs. Ow. Ooh. Ah. Nice boss. Yeah, I think I'm a little over leveled, chat. I think maybe I should have done Altus before Lake of Rot. Crazy thought here, but it's starting to seem that way to me. I think we've done things slightly out of order. Lake of Rot was kicking my ass. Altus feels a little underwhelming by comparison, if you ask me. I'm kind of just running through it. There is a bow in Bloodborne. It's a crossbow, right? If I'm not mistaken. Tightly blocked shut? What do you mean it's tightly blocked shut? You don't have the right? Monstrosity required a head, therefore seek mountain. Snake required a head. I have to beat Rykard. Tree, but still no Erdtree. Okay. He got me. That one gets a vote. I liked that one. Fair enough. I won't even make it to the gargoyles. The Crucible Knight. Oh, it's a bow that turns into a pair of swords. I forget about the what's it called? What's the name of it again? The system where like each weapon is actually two weapons in Bloodborne. What did they call it? Sony hates Bloodborne. I think that Sony is maybe under the impression that it's too niche to prioritize over things like, you know, God of War Ragnarok. I could see that at the very least. But I really thought, because they said a while ago, like, yeah, we're working on getting the PS4 backlog out first, and then we're gonna move to PS5 games. So I had kind of expected that Bloodborne would, like, be out on PC by now, before things like God of War Ragnarok and Miles Morales and Horizon Forbidden West. Like, I just was really under the impression we would have it by this point. Honestly, this year should have been the year that we got it, considering how fucking dry the Sony showcase was. They genuinely didn't have much of anything at that showcase. Like, I keep ripping on that showcase really hard. But, like, I hold Sony to a higher standard in terms of first-party titles than whatever the fuck that was. That was some garbage. And I don't use that word very often. And that was some garbage. There was nothing at that showcase other than like Phantom Blade Zero and God of War Ragnarok PC port. Like those were the noteworthy games of the showcase. That was it. That was it. One of them's a port of a game that came out a couple years ago, right? Like I'm just sitting here and I'm like, dude, I can't believe this was a Sony showcase. I normally leave a Sony showcase going, all right, that's a lot of like really exciting stuff. That's pretty sweet. But wow, there was just nothing this time. And I'll say it again. Then Microsoft comes out a few days ago with a banger showcase, just back to back, like, wow, that looks awesome. With a lot of like random, like AA indie stuff in the middle that I wasn't too keen on, but like they opened their show with new Black Ops, new Doom, new Perfect Dark. I was just sitting there like, oh my God. I am in heaven, gaming heaven right now. What is happening? This is incredible. They have another coming soon-ish. They're just boring-ass movies. I mean, they're very linear. They are very, like, cinematic. They're movies, right? But, like, the production value, they're very impressive games, even if their gameplay isn't all that engaging or deep, varied, whatever you want to say, whatever word you want to use. The games are always impressive. So I do hold Sony to a standard, and some of their games are bangers. Like Spider-Man 2018. I hear that Spider-Man 2 is essentially just more of the same. But like more of the same of Spider-Man 2018 is a good thing. Even if just underwhelming for how many years of production and how much money went into the sequel. Like that's still a damn good game if it's just more of Spider-Man 2018. Astrobot's gonna be game of the year. I think Astrobot looks fine. It looked okay. I don't see Astrobot being a big success for them, personally. Looking impressive, not because of graphics. Like I really, you know, graphics are cool, but that's not what I'm getting at. I'm not like the guy who sits here like, oh my God, the graphics. Otherwise, I would be telling everyone to play, what's it called? I'd be telling everyone to play Hellblade 2 right now. I wouldn't even be looking at the Sony shit. I would be looking at Hellblade 2. It's more so just like the talent and the direction of the developers behind it and the way that they're able to present the world like in all aspects, not just like, oh, cinematic story, like cutscenes, but also just the writing and the world building that they execute and the way that they show these worlds to the players through their level design is all genuinely impressive stuff. It's just that they, you know, they create very linear games in terms of gameplay. So for someone like me, they're not games that are to my preference, but they're games that I'm like, yeah, that's a good video game. Even if it's just not my thing. Whoosh. Whoosh. Someone said that Sony don't port any Japanese games to PC. Weird observation. That is a weird observation, but also you're right. What? Huh. Surely it's coincidence, right? Because in all fairness, not a lot of Sony's like major first-party studios right now are based in Japan. Some are, but most of them are Western studios. Because when you think of Sony's like big financial heavy hitters right now, like in terms of their studios, it's Naughty Dog, Santa Monica, Insomniac. But that is a weird observation. For the time being, I'm going to assume it's just coincidental. Has to be. Because, yeah, like, I'm trying to think. Didn't Sony basically move to California? Sony's mostly in California at this point. Like, in terms of their base operation, like, Sony will always be very heavily based in Japan because it's a Japanese company, comes from Japan. But, like, they are mostly based in California at this point. Didn't they move their main headquarters, like, officially? Isn't the California headquarters considered their most, or sorry, like their main headquarters now? I feel like I remember hearing something about that they were like officially stating, yeah, the California location is now like our actual main HQ for the company. I feel like I remember something like that a year or two ago, right? Oh, Gran Turismo 7. I kind of forget about Gran Turismo, to be honest. The Xbox started outselling PS4 and PS5. Is that true? I haven't heard that. Holy health bar. Ow. I think we did things out of order, chat. Little bit. Okay. You think so? I think we might have. Possibly. No, not in general. I think he means in Japan specifically. Hold on. I'm curious now. Does my game have no audio right now? Oh no, there's audio, just super quiet. No, it's not even close. The PS5 is, I mean, as expected, because Xbox has never been a large presence in Japan. It's just never been popular there, which is why I was like, I mean, it could be, but I just never heard about this. But no, the PS5 is absolutely sweeping Xbox sales in Japan currently. Sorry, I have a Discord ping too. For the figures, as of May 2024, so these are actually very recent figures. The PS5 has about 4.8 million units shipped in Japan, and the Series X and S have about 270,000. So, like, we're not even talking relatively the same ballpark. Like, that is a fucking landslide figure, because that's what? What's the ratio on that, roughly? I'm doing mental math. That's 1 to 19? Yeah, about 1 to 19. Jesus Christ. I hope my math is good on that. I think it is. That sounds right to me. 20 times roughly? Yeah. I thought so. But my mental math, sometimes I can rush it. It's crazy how I was the numbers guy when I was working. I don't know who let me do that. To be fair, when I'm doing it like actually for work, I'm not doing mental math. I'm using a calculator. But still, who let me do that? Yeah, so we gotta We got to go up like that way. I guess let's hit the Erdtree first if we're going to be coming down from the road like that. Honestly, in terms of like global market, the Xbox outside of the US, and this is not console warrior shit. This is I genuinely I don't have a stake in either. You know, there's always someone who doesn't like have the context when I say these things. So I don't own either of the recent consoles. I'm not partial to one or the other. Xbox would not survive in the current console market space without the US, frankly. Like, US and Canada are keeping Xbox alive. Because Xbox is a really big thing in the US and Canada. That's always been its, like, big market. Outside of that, it doesn't do well in Europe. It doesn't do well in Asia. It's brutal. Actually, I think South America, Xbox does pretty well, to be fair. Not 100% certain on that, but I feel like I've heard that before. That Xbox actually does do pretty well in South America as well. I think PlayStation still outsells it there. Not 100% on that, but I mean, even in the US and Canada, PlayStation still outsells Xbox currently. It's kind of been the case for like the last decade. But I don't know about South America, in all honesty. I just don't. Xbox has no presence. Yeah, I know in the UK it's particularly brutal. Everything Xbox has is on PC. Everything PS5 has is trickling to PC. With the long-term goal to add to that being that once they've caught up on porting like the whole backlog over, they're aiming for release parity with PC long-term. Like their stated goal in investors calls is, yeah, once we have all of our big titles on PC, we're gonna start putting the porting studios that we currently have working on getting the backlog to PC onto like working alongside with studios as the game is in development to having a PC port ready for day one. So give it another, like, I would say 5 years is the conservative play. It might not take that long. It might take a little longer. Who knows? But easily, I would say by 5 years from now, Sony will have release parity with PC. Oh my God, worm face. This is not what I was expecting to be here. Whoa. Are you weak to fire, worm face? Like, I know that I'm over leveled, but I'm not that over leveled. You have to also be weak to fire, right? Ah! Yeah, definitely weak to fire. Trophies are great, however. True. Although, like, trophies aren't all that different from Steam achievements. The one thing that I wish Steam achievements had was some sort of, like, platinum trophy equivalent. Because right now on Steam, they do, like, on your Steam profile, you can look at everyone's, like, perfect games, they're called. But that's literally it. It's just like, oh, yeah. You know, I have every achievement in Vampire Survivors. So when you go and look at my Steam profile, it's like, oh yeah, Chole has, or sorry, Balls rather, I forget sometimes, has perfected Vampire Survivors or whatever you're supposed to call it. I don't even know. Like, you can do it and it does display on your profile, but it's just not the same as platinum trophies. Platinum trophies are really cool. I wish that we had some sort of, like, actual equivalent. Because we do have an equivalent, but it's just not the same. It's like, yeah, it gets the job done, but it's not actually comparable, right? realistically speaking, it's not the same. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Oh. Stay away from me. Sweet Jesus. He almost killed me. Okay, I got my tears. I could leave. I have enough for a level as well. But so 1 tick off Death Blight. Yeah, that was a little spooky. I didn't like that. I guess I need to level resistance, huh? Oh, I thought that was a skull, to be honest with you. I hear a bug. Hold on. Is it another ash bug? No. Flask. Oops. No, we're gonna go to the cave instead. It's called putting on armor. No, it's a meme from older Souls games, you zoomer. Come on. Come on. There was a stat in the older games called resistance, and it was awful. Like, it was just really genuinely, you shouldn't really level it. There's always that one stat. Actually, Elden Ring doesn't have that one stat, but there's normally the one meme stat. Just, yeah, luck in Demon Souls. I'm trying to think. What was it called? Well, it's not actually a useless stat, but like a memed stat from Dark Souls 2 is adaptability. I feel like most people who play Souls games know adaptability. It's talked about a little bit. Gonna beat Moog in this, or sorry, you're going to beat Moog in time. I think. I hope. Yeah, the old, I think it became a meme, not just because it was a bad stat, but because of the IGN guide that recommended that new players do level it. It's what the best weapon scales with. Yeah, but it's only useful if you are using that one weapon. Otherwise, there's no purpose. Come here, bitches. It did scale the best weapon in the game, but there was also only one weapon in the game that scaled off of it. So like, unless you're doing a hyper specific build, it just wasn't worth it. Did Dark Souls have any weapons that leveled up with resistance? I don't think so. I don't think there were any weapons that scaled with it. I could be wrong, and I just haven't experimented enough in Dark Souls 1, because honestly, I haven't replayed Dark Souls 1 as much as I should. But I don't believe so. Ow, ow, ow. Please. Spare me. Let me backstab everyone in peace. Yeah, your little glowy rocks don't do shit. Like leveling arcane for better drop rates? Yeah, it would be equivalent to that. Just a bad stat. Unless you're doing something specific with it. And also, the best weapon in question in Demon Souls is a quest weapon that pretty much no new players are gonna find like on a blind first playthrough. You're not gonna know that that's coming up. At least Arcane has some bad... Yeah, Arcane builds are actually really... I would say Arcane builds, in my opinion, because of bleed mostly, are like among the strong... Like the very strongest in the game. Like absolute peak strength. Meta, if you will. I would even go as far to say that Arcane builds are some of the strongest Elden Ring has to offer. Well, that's just me. Oh, fuck off. Not another one of these. Yeah, I'll come back. Still think intelligence is more meta? Maybe now. Maybe. Because, you know, Rivers of Blood was a thing. It still is a thing, but it's not what it was before. Moonveil is still really strong in terms of even just like melee intelligence stuff. Like Moonveil is still incredibly strong. What does the Moonlight Greatsword scale with in this game, chat? What stats does it scale off of? You have to let Rivers of Blood go, it's dead. That's what I'm saying, is like, it was insane, but nowadays, Rivers of Blood isn't what it once was. Intelligence? Yeah, that would help. I was like, what does it scale off of? Is it faith, intelligence? What is it? That thing changes around from game to game. Uh-oh. Very small amount of strength, but mostly intelligence. Yeah, I could see that. I think if you get a little more creative with arcane stuff, like still, the strongest build that I've ever done for sure, Mikkel was here for it. And I've brought this up a couple times during this run, but Mikkel can now attest to the bleed build with Rogier's Rapier and Seppuku that I had, Mikkel, where with that little heavy, like 1-2 stab, I could just insta-proc blood loss. That was fucked. That was actually just unbelievably strong. So with a little creativity, I still think Arcane is up there. Because you know what hasn't gotten nerfed? Rogier's Rapier with the bleed affinity on it. They didn't touch that. Uh-oh. That shit's still insane. Why is this down here? A glintstone scrap and like 2 snails. What is this platform here for? Oh. I've not used Flame of the Red Mane. I haven't. Someday I want to go back and play 1.0 Elden Ring. You guys want to know what else we were talking about? Like, at least very briefly, we were talking like, yeah, like nowadays, PC is kind of just the way to go all around. You know what I can do on Steam, chat? Like, pretty easily do on Steam? Download whatever revision of a Steam game I so wish to play. So long as it's an offline game. You know, a single player game, that is. Obviously, I can't go play like old school Apex Legends or some shit, or Counter-Strike. I mean, I could offline, but not connected to servers. But like, I could go and get set up on 1.0 Elden Ring and just mess around with all the insane balancing that the game had on day 1. commonly revert to previous Stellaris versions. Reverting to old versions of games is really fun. I wanted recently to, because False has had me playing Killing Floor again. And I wanted to revert my Killing Floor 2 to like the original early access release that I bought and played like way back in 2015. Because that game is so different now from what it was then. And I kind of want to go back for the nostalgia run. Just briefly. I was thinking about doing that lately. That being like a just for fun thing, just for me thing. Not for stream at all. But I feel like a 1.0 Elden Ring run would be a blast for stream. What was like the most broken thing in the 1.0 patch of Elden Ring? Because I wasn't playing on 1.0. I came in like 2 months late to Elden Ring. So when I came in, Rivers of Blood had been nerfed, but it hadn't been like gutted yet. So when I played with Rivers of Blood, it wasn't the strongest Rivers of Blood, but it was still really good. It was still considered broken at that point, even after the nerf. Oh my god, this tree is so finicky. I'm sliding off of it in like all directions, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh no. Where's the door? Hoarfrost Stomp and Flame of the Red Mane. Sword of Night and Flame and Rivers. Yeah, this sword certainly isn't what it once was either. I saw all the old clips back when Elden Ring came out of people using the laser beam. Oh, my bad. The laser beam to, like, just legitimately one-shot through bosses. And, like, you know, not open-world bosses, mind you. Like, people going to Morgott and one-shotting him with the laser beam. Because if you had an optimized build for that point in the game, it was just like, yep, good night. Good night. Comet Azur can still one-shot mode? Can it? Wait, like the actual, what's it? The Sonaf one? Or the actual sorcery? There's a big difference here. I have to be sure. I mean, the Sonaf one is probably still really good. The actual spell. Okay, I figured as much. I was like, there's no way Sonaf Comet Azur is still doing it, right? Yeah. Is there a wall here? How do I get to the other side where this bitch is? Because clearly I can get up there, just not from where I'm at. Not referred to under the same name? Well, I'm not a big, what is it? I don't keep up with the community super closely. So for me, it's just like, oh yeah, mini Comet Azur is on Sonaf. How the fuck do I get over there? Is that another cave entrance? Can I just not get to him? What's the deal? Also, I kind of just glossed over it. Ooh, equip load. No, I don't need it. Why are we moving around so slowly? Oh, because I'm zoomed in. No, it still feels like we're moving slowly. Why is it only to the left? No way. No way. Is my thumbstick wearing out? There's no shot. Or is the game just being weird? Hold on. I knew something felt weird. This shows me, I think, no. I could do it through Steam too, I guess. Oh, I'm not using Steam input here. Jesus Christ. Okay. RPCS3. I haven't opened this in ages. Oh my God, my thumbstick is wearing out. You're shitting me. You are shitting me! What? I've been scammed. Bro. Ain't no way. Where's Ryan? Ain't no fucking way. Chole been scammed. I was turned on to this controller by chat because what's it? It has magnetic thumbsticks, so it's like, oh yeah, it like the components don't wear, and you know, you get a thumbstick that lasts way longer. I'm like, oh badass, I'll buy that because I burn thumbsticks really fast for some reason. God damn it. I can open it up, but I've never actually, you know, opened up one of these. Having all these, no, this is a controller issue. And don't you not concern me with the PS5 shit? The fastest I've ever had a thumbstick go bad on me is actually my DualSense controller that I bought, and I will never buy another one because of it. Ever. Because of how quickly the thumbsticks wore out on it. No competing controller broke on me that fast. The DualSense, great controller, feels amazing. Love the controller. But I will never buy another one because the thumbstick is so fucking bad. In terms of just like how long it lasts. PS5 controllers have to be replaced annually. Bro, mine went in like, I think like 7 months. Just too rough with them, there's no way. False, you gotta consider how much use I'm getting out of them too, right? Like I'm burning through the use time on them. I'm absolutely burning through it. Like 3 hours, used to be 4 a day on stream. Along with, you know, whenever I'm doing like the review stuff. I mean, let's just say Metal Gear Solid 4 took me like 2.5 days to get through. People who know the game know what that means when it comes to how on the grind I am when it comes to review stuff. Like how many hours I'm getting in a short amount of time there. Hear a festive melody. Don't skin me. My hide is filthy. Might as well switch to console. Same problem on console. Fucking bullshit. I could try to recalibrate the controller. Maybe that's the issue. I'll have to look into it. Maybe I'm hopeless with the controllers. I just burn them. One for streams, one for videos, etc. I mean, then I'm just buying twice as many controllers. Like, it doesn't change anything, right? It's just, I have more than one at a time, I guess. Two and switch between them. I mean, doesn't change anything. Then I just have two. Like, I know how to repair controllers, so it's less when do they first start to go bad and more when are they like beyond my ability to repair them. Like, I've got the tools and stuff and I do repair my own controllers. The PS5 controller was like broken and I couldn't fix it after like 7 or 8 months. I had multiple issues with it before then where I had to open it up and fix it. They never drifted. I'm not getting drift here. It's perfectly centered. It's just not getting like the full input when I pull it over to the left. It's not drifting at all. So at least there's that. But like this is me holding the stick all the way to the left and this is the right. Just on that one side. It's not happening up or down. It's only on the left side. And when I'm running and it doesn't change anything, it's fine. When I'm dodge rolling, it doesn't matter. Oh, what the fuck? Now I'm moving all the way. Oh, now it's gone. It's expensive, but it's really, really good. I don't trust Sony at all with that. No. Not one bit. Considering how fast the base version broke, I'm definitely not buying the like $150 version. Absolutely not. The character just doesn't want to go that way. Maybe not. Walk looks cinematic as hell. Looks tough. Yeah, but in Elden Ring, it's not a big deal. In other games, it's going to be a problem. Like, I need to fix that or just get another controller real fast. Has replaceable plug-in sticks too. Is it just the stick or is it the whole component that you're replacing? Because the stick isn't the problem, it's the components inside. The thumbstick is fine, but like on my DualSense, it's just the components are so worn out that I can't even fix it. Like there's just nothing to be done with it. Oh. Bonk. Fuck. A module you can switch out? There's no way. It's the whole component? I'll look into it, but I don't believe you. Modern Sony can't make a controller that lasts a year. Dude, my PS4 controller lasted me like 5 years before it broke. Which is the sad thing, is I loved the PS4 controller. I might even buy another PS4 controller if I do need to buy another one. Because that shit lasted me forever. So if I were to buy another one, I would probably buy that one. I've never gotten that much like long-term use. Well, I have. The next best thing in terms of like how long my controllers have lasted me would be like my Xbox 360 controllers. But I fucking hate the D-pad on the Xbox 360 controllers. I hate them. That D-pad is abysmal. It's probably the worst D-pad I've ever seen on a controller, was the 360. Other than that, it's a good controller, but that D-pad. Oh. So like, I know that they're durable, but A, they don't produce them anymore, so I would be buying secondhand, and then it's just who knows how much use it's had. Oh god. Oh god. He has health. Why does he have health? Nothing else in Altus does. Why do you have health, sir? Yeah, I would buy like a factory new PS4 controller if I have to buy a new one right now. Oh god, that was close. Have you not done her quest at all? I have been doing her quest. Millicent's a real one. Also great talismans. Oh my God, False, if you're still here, I have to send you what I'm gonna be working on during your stream because it's fucking funny. I'll send it to you after, once it's done. I think you'll love it, personally. But I have a couple of small things that I have to do during your stream tonight. And that one. That one of them is very, very funny. Am I still walking? No, it's like in and out. Oh, yeah. Wait a second. Is it a mechanical thing with the game? Oh, it totally is. What? Well, that's so... Huh? If I do it out of a forward roll, I get the jog every time. Oh, never mind. Maybe it's not. Maybe it was just crazy coincidence. Yeah, something's going to shit. I have to open this bitch up. Well, it took about as long for me to need to open this controller up for the first time as it did for me to open up the DualSense for like the 4th time and realize that the components were just so messed up that I couldn't fix it. Like I would need to actually just get another DualSense to fix it. Have I not seen the new weapon types? I've seen what's in the trailers, but I haven't seen, what's it? I haven't been watching like any of those DLC previews that went out just because I don't want to get that much information. Like that's too much. I don't want to know that much. I don't want to like see the first areas and first bosses and all that. It's too much. Trailers? Cool. Just straight like watching someone kill the first boss in its entirety? No. Watching someone explore the first area? No. Too much info. For me. I don't want to know all that going in. From what I've heard though, like almost every new weapon type was featured in the gameplay trailer. That's really everything here, isn't it? Like I felt like there should have been more, but I don't think there is. No new trophies or achievements in the DLC? What? What? None. None. That, okay. Hear me out, chat. Hear me out. Hear me out. That's some lazy ass bullshit. That's crazy. Like not even defeating the main bosses? Because doesn't base game Elden Ring have stuff like that? Hold on. Yeah. Like, look, I've got this achievement from beating Horalu for the first time. And Astel and Melania. Like, what? What? That's lazy as fuck. And I'm calling it how it is. That's lame. And yeah, we've heard that there's, well, FromSoft themselves, to my knowledge, haven't confirmed it. But like, we've heard for a long time that there's gonna be a new ending related to the DLC. So like, if there is a new ending, no achievement for getting the new ending? Like, literally, and especially with the bosses thing, it is legitimately just, yeah, we're not adding achievements because like, we just don't want to bother. There's no reason to not have those. You know what I mean? There's genuinely no reason. It's just we don't want to add them for... I can't imagine why. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing Armored Core stuff, Ace Combat stuff, Metal Gear stuff, exciting Metal Gear stuff soon, maybe. Wink wonk. Yeah, we're doing a lot. Come back for any of it. Ocarina of Time, greatest RPG. Well, umbrella term. Greatest game of all time. I said it. I'm not even sure if I totally believe it, but I said it. Also leave a like, algorithm stuff, blah, blah, blah. If you're looking for links to anything outside of YouTube, description is down there. Things like Twitter, Discord server, they're in there if you want them. Maybe. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.